is one of my favorite minis, and there's only one article about it on Windows's page. It's making fun of it. It's just the article about this song makes fun of it, which I hate. Hello everyone, welcome to Warp Zone! I am your host and resident computer wizard Nullcasting. Today is a very special TGIS. Ow, wow, is that one so loud? Today's a very special TGIS. We are celebrating the birthday of Draza, beloved member of Cable 2, by all doing weird versions of her show. So let's get right into it, because I'm also on a time limit today, folks. Hi, I'm in a cup. Hi, I'm in a cup today. Hi, everybody. Hi, how are we doing? Today, we're going to be ranking stuff because we love to do this here. We love to rank things. Let's see if it can detect Autodesk Maya as a video game. Let's see if it can do this. I don't think it's doing it. I don't think it's doing it. We're breaking out the seeker button. I could just use my I can just use the left side of my screen. So, welcome to the list. Actually, no, hold on. We are almost ready. We're almost ready to go. I need to get some background music for myself. There we go. We're gonna listen to some No One Can Stop Mr. Domino. There we go. Hi, everybody. Yes, 3 axes. We're not just limited to 2 dimensions. Here in my digital world, we have 3 dimensions. We shall be ranking the default Maya objects on the scales of iconicness, virtuosity, and usefulness. Let me explain these one by one. Iconicness. How iconic is this shape? How beloved is this shape? Do you see the shape and you go, yes, that's a classic? Or do you go, I didn't know that's a shape you could do in this program? Right? That's what this scale is. Virtuosity is good and evil. If a shape is over here, it's good for you. If a shape is over here, it's bad and evil. Usefulness is the final scale, and it's how useful it is as a tool or as a starting point for something. So, with all that in mind, we're gonna get started, folks. Here we go. First one. Sphere. So I have some opinions on the default Maya sphere, but I would love to hear what other people say. I think that the sphere is... I mean, people love a sphere. People love a sphere in 3D modeling. They love how if I turn on smooth shading, which is a button on my keyboard, it doesn't change at all because the default Maya sphere is incredibly high poly. If you look at the top of the sphere, which is a little hard to do, here, I'll hit that button. If you look at the top of the sphere, you'll see how everything culminates in this point. This is called a pole, and you're not actually typically supposed to have these, because it makes things bend really badly. But we can forgive the sphere for this. My current inclination as to where the sphere should go is somewhere over here, I think. But I want to hear chat. This is supposed to be interactive. We are supposed to have interactions here. So I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about the sphere. My chat is on my second monitor, but I put chat up there. So I'm actually like always looking the wrong way when I want to talk to you guys. The Johnson solids, I don't know if those are defaults. Spheres are used, that's a very good point, Noombers. Spheres are very useful when it comes to doing reflection tests because they have curves. And that's probably why the sphere starts as so high poly. I was gonna rank it fairly low on usefulness, but now that you say that, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense that that's what it'd be used for. If you don't have a pole, what do you have instead? I'll show you in a second, Iridol, when we get to the third shape, which is actually a subsection of the second shape. I will show you the purpose of that. So, because you reminded me that reflections are important, I'm gonna rank it as pretty iconic, pretty virtuous, semi-good usefulness. So that's around here-ish in terms of space. I'm not sure you can get more iconic than the sphere, perhaps the cube. I'd be inclined to agree with you because the next one is the cube. Welcome, cube. The Utah teapot is better because there's negative curvature on it. You are correct. That is why the Utah teapot was so prevalent in early CGI rendering. For those unaware, the Utah teapot is a teapot. It is a very curvaceous teapot, and because of such, it's really good for showing how things reflect. Unfortunately, that isn't a default button. I can make a couple of weird shapes with the default buttons, but not a teapot. Play this. Let me see what it is first.
Cube.
Okay, yeah, cube. There you go. So here's the cube. The cube is actually very useful. The cube starts off with only one face on each side, so you could do lots of funny things like that with it pretty easily. It also can do this, and it can become a better sphere. So a round cube is when I press this button, and now suddenly we have a sphere that doesn't have, there it is. This is a round cube is what you do when you make a cube a sphere. And as you can see, compared to we don't have poles here. You see how all these points terminate there? We do not have that, so it will deform without having weird pinchy points. Volleyball. Yeah, it does kind of end up looking like a volleyball is the thing. I think a cube... I think that, it's iconic. I think a cube is like the most iconic 3D shape. It's the most useful. The point now is where it sits on the virtuosity scale. Is a cube good or evil? I think there's some people in chat who would argue that a cube is by definition evil, but I think there's other people in chat that won't know why they're saying that. Something like a soccer ball? I think that might be one of the presets here up. There's some of these buttons that I just don't press. Like, there's some buttons here I don't know what they do. Whenever I make the funny frown face, it just doesn't want to go back to not being in a frown. Cubes are evil, example Minecraft. That's a pretty good example. They could have some, I think we're leaning towards high usefulness, slightly less goodness on this scale. Maybe like around here. The 3D angle was really fun at first, and now it's becoming hard to see where anything is almost immediately, which is pretty funny. It's pretty funny to me that it becomes almost immediately a problem. But, yeah, I think this is a good spot for our good friend the cube. That's where the spear sits. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Next item. Here we've got the default cylinder. The default cylinder also has a pull problem, in case you can't tell. It immediately comes in and it's like, well, you better go into your settings on the side and you better crank that number down, buddy, or else you're gonna get in trouble with any 3D program. You have to almost immediately go like that and give it less sides, which I think makes it less useful. However, this is a shape I do find myself using quite a bit, but not for good reasons. I use it for hijinks. I don't know how iconic the cylinder is either. Like compared to something like the cube. This has right angles too. That's fair. So we're saying it's evil. We're saying they're saying that the cylinder's over here. How iconic do we think it is? You know, that's the question of the day. Is positive iconic but not very? And then usefulness scale. Having 6 sides is also useful because of the tile. That's true. Numbers is saying numbers. And I'm saying shapes. And that's where we're getting into a bit of a tizzy about that. I think if I do my aren't shapes just numbers for computers? Don't say that. You'll scare me. I'm gonna make it less useful. It's pretty iconic. It's not as useful. It makes the cube look like it's on a pedestal though. So like over here maybe. It's like, I think it's middle of the road. I think people know what a cylinder is, but I don't think people get excited about it. You know? This next shape though, this next shape's pretty funny. Get ourselves a funny cone. Everybody say hello to the cone. The cone, by default, has some pretty weird edge flow because it has a point. And then just, here's the problem with the cone. The cone is immediately evil because the bottom of it is a n-gon. So, let me explain. This face, right here, is a quad. It has 4 sides. You're all familiar with tris, which are triangles. That's a face that has 3 sides. Anything that is more than 4 sides is considered an n-gon, and it makes 3D modeling bad. A 3D model with an n-gon won't deform properly. It won't do its job. So I think this immediately makes the cone evil or useless. Not sure which one yet. But this causes problems immediately. And like almost like immediately. Because you have to go in and create the geometry to make this no longer a problem for you. This face has like 20 sides. As for iconicness, I'm not entirely sure where the cone would sit either. And the cone is the problem child of shapes. That's where I'm sitting. That's where I'm thinking. It could be useless and virtuous. Yeah, that's kind of what my job is. So it would be, it'd be down here. Because you have to do a lot of work. But maybe it's not the cube's fault. Maybe it's not the cone's fault. Oh, no. Uh-oh. My grid isn't very good. You guys can see the cone, right? It's just down there. Here, I'll have it point towards virtuosity, so you know it's supposed to be over there. I love it, Mark. Oh, I really goofed up with this scale. This is already not turning out super great, but it's fine. Next shape is fun. We got ourselves a funny donut. Folks, it's the Taurus. Folks. Funny donut. Alert. How are we feeling about the donut? Tastiest shape. Finally, something that's not homophonic to the sphere. Yuridov, I wish I knew what that word meant. Yummy shape. Agreed. Shape, very yummy. Shape, I look at this and I go, this is a good shape. I could eat this one. Very useful for reflection purposes and very virtuous. Yes, 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 yes. Iconic, virtuous, and useful. I think it gets to hang out up here in our immediate field of vision, blocking the cone. Can we position this in a way where we still see the cone? I think we can. Maybe, maybe we block off part. This scale is a mistake. Yeah, I'll do it in 3 dimensions. It'll work. Not as iconic. Iconic. Ooh, we're getting arguments. Maybe here then. Maybe we put it here, right above virtuous and useful, right up here. Yummy factors in, so it goes like there. I think that's a fair spot for it. What do you guys think? It looks good there? Good. Good, 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 good. Good. I think we're making great progress on this. Alright, folks. Next shape. 2-dimensional, I mean. Welcome to plane. The plane comes in with lots of faces, but you can get rid of those. You can make it 1 by 1 if you want. The plane is one-sided. So as you can see, one side is black. This side doesn't exist. This side does. You could turn on 2-sided mode, where this side will also exist without having it have a thickness, because right now this has 0 thickness, right? But by default, it is a one-sided object, and I think that makes it very interesting. Yeah, shape with duality. This is a shape that can be complicated. The rest of these, all of their non-existing part is on the inside, right? I could flip this inside out, and now this is a torus that doesn't exist. But the plane, it can't hide that because it's flat. Can the plane be infinite? I mean, technically, all these shapes are in an infinite plane that I hide. I hide the plane. But this plane can't. It will cap out at a certain point because of the limits of your own computer. Or I guess how bored you are in terms of scaling it up and 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 up. Yes, it's like a base plate, so I would consider it pretty useful. I would also perhaps consider it iconic. I think you're right that it is a very virtuous. I think maybe it's a centrist. I think maybe this is a shape with complications, right? And if we do it like that, it makes it look like the cube's sitting on it. Which I think is really fun. I think that's a fun place to put it. Up next is a funny button. Because, check out the edge flow on this bad boy. Welcome. This is the, what do they call this one again? They call this a disc. Welcome, disc. Disc does not have the edge flow you think it would. This is not the pattern that you'd think it would have, but this does make it have the right amount of sides. These are all quads, right? These are all 4-sided faces. So it may look a little strange and confusing, but it's really just trying to do the right thing. I would say this is one of the first shapes we're hitting that aren't iconic. I don't think people see this and think, oh yeah, that's a 3D shape. You know? PoglyChomp v2.1. I think people like it, you know, once they get to know it, but I don't know if people will initially think of it, you know? And as for usefulness, I don't know. Maybe it's a table. Maybe it's a pizza. Maybe it's a CD-ROM. I don't know. What do you think the usefulness of the disc can be? I think disc jockeys love it. Yeah, I think they do too. I'm enjoying spinning these shapes around a lot more than I expected. I think it is not that useful, and I think it's not very iconic, but it is virtuous, right? I think it's yeah, an acquired taste. I think this is like a strange cheese. And you're initially off-put by its name and the wine pairing it comes with. But once you get to know it, it's quite nice to have around. You know? Up next, we have this is where we get into some of the weird shapes. Everybody welcome the polyhedron platonic. This is a platonic shape. That is what it is called. A platonic solid. You can change what your buttons are, and I never pressed that button in my life. That's the shape of the Earth, yeah. This one can also make a strange sphere. But, I mean, you know this one if you've ever played Dungeons & Dragons. I would consider that in the pop culture era, this is a very iconic shape. You know? Oh, yeah, Aster, we will rotate this. I am gonna warn you. I'm gonna warn you in advance that it's gonna look pretty bad. Yeah, super iconic. Not very virtuous. Not very useful either. I think I think it hangs out with the cone, but like more so. This is a very iconic shape nowadays. People know this shape very well. But it isn't used very much. You know? I can't think of a lot of uses of this shape besides trying to figure out if I'll fail a jump or not in my local board game. Which I don't. Well, now I do, because I play wizards. I used to play bards like an idiot, thinking, I was like, oh, I'll go in the acting, so I'll play bards. No, I'm a wizard. Now, here's the fun, I hit right click, and now we get lots of different shapes. For example, hey everybody, it's Cursynth. Check it out. Now, Cursynth spawns in a very strange way, because, in case you could see, when I press this button, the arrows, it spawns like this. And this makes it a little hard to work with sometimes, to be honest. I know. Oh. It's Curse going crazy. Oh, hold on a second. There we go. Now it's cursed. Where's Curse? We're rating Cursynth. This isn't us rating it. How useful is Curse? I think Curse is pretty useful. A very good friend. I think Cursed is also pretty iconic. How virtuous is Cursed? Cursed, right? It's cursed, it's not cursed. I mean, hold on, let me even name this. This is Cursynth. Where's Cursynth on this? Extremely iconic. A great friend. Not very oh no. Now you're not even on the screen. You're back here. Hello, Cursed. Looking for Choward over on the other end of the virtuosity scale. Cursed like worst. That's good. Big Chillin'. He's not virtuous at all. We make him very small to make him look like he's far away. But very iconic. And very friend. Curse is friend-shaped. Because Curse is my friend. The music I'm playing suddenly got very loud. We're skipping that song. Okay. I don't know if this conveys forwardness on the... The problem is that once you get to the other ends of this, I can give the cube a hat to communicate that that synth is over here. Yeah. Is Choward a hyperdodecahedron? I don't know. You have to... That's Curse's lore. You need to ask them. So, everybody welcome Prism. Yeah. He's non-Euclidean. So, welcome to a shape I routinely forget is in this program. I forget that this shape is in this program every single time I boot it up. Genuinely. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I could really use like a triangle shape right now. It's right here. It's in the buttons. I just forget that it's in the button panel. But it doesn't spawn in that flat. It spawns in like this. You've got quads and tris, which is fun. There's both of them on the same model. So you've got a 4-sided face, and then you've got a 3-sided face. So I don't know if this is a very iconic shape. You know? If you smooth it, it looks like this, which is very funny. I think this is a flat egg. I need you to explain what that means. That's a Toblerone. I understand what Maiko means. I understand that. I get it. Right? What do you mean? How do you mean this is a flat egg? How is this an egg? I'm sorry. How is this? I'm sorry. How is this an egg? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the stream delay to catch up so I can learn. Here on Warp Zone, we like to learn about the world around us. I'm waiting. I don't know if I'll ever get an answer. But here's what I'm thinking. Not super useful. I don't think it's a mean shape. Something about the White House? Oh, right, I have experimental captions turned on. I'm not gonna turn those off, those are good. We're gonna keep those on. I don't think it's evil, and I don't think it's good. I don't think it's very useful. If you smooth it out right, but smooth it and give it thighs. What are you talking about? It's going back here and down here. But it's virtuous, so it hangs out below the disc as well. It's over here. I don't think there's anything quite wrong with it. It's just a big chillin'. Not very iconic. What's the next shape? Pipe? Welcome, this is pipe. Mario jumps in these. You'll know these because Mario jumps in them. This is like a torus, but it's flat on the top and bottom. Which is, you know, it's nice to have this as a preset because if you had to turn a torus into a pipe or you had to turn a cylinder into a pipe every time, it would get pretty annoying. I mean, I would make an egg with a cylinder, I think, or with a round cube. And then, like, extrude out a face to make the yolk. And then do a lot of bullshittery and tomfoolery to make that happen. So I think the pipe is honestly pretty useful. Mario uses them to get around, and I don't think I could doubt his lingo. An egg has 3 sides. Contested. You could also do this with them, which is funny. I think this is a great shape. I love this shape. This is a useful shape for me. So it goes here. Iconic scale? I think it's very iconic because Mario uses them. Virtuous? How virtuous do we think... how virtuous do we think a pipe is, folks? Ooh, give me 1 second. I had to check a setting. Yeah, okay, there we go. How virtuous do we think this shape is? I don't know. Everything is in really weird spots for me. I don't know where anything is in space right now. And I'm the one that made this. Gut instinct says pipe is sinful. We have a lot of iconic, useful, sinful shapes. I don't know what this says about our society. I think it's like here, maybe? It's very iconic though. Pipe good? Pipe has sinful content. That's true. I think maybe it sits in the middle then. So in some circles, it is a travel. It is Hermes. You know, it represents a path to a new world. In some circles, you use it as a bong, and they hate that. So I know why my face keeps on getting stuck because I keep on hitting buttons to change the display on the objects, and that's screwing with my with my face capture. We have a lot of shapes right here. This is a nightmare. This is terrible. We don't have anything that is both not iconic and not virtuous that would go behind usefulness yet, but maybe we will, because here comes the gear. Welcome to this shape. Bet you didn't know I could just make these at any time, whenever I wanted. I don't usually do so, because these are a very specific shape. I get why these are here, because this would be annoying to model every time. But that's a Pokemon? Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this shape, honestly. This feels like a creature. It feels like I spawned a creature in whenever I press this button. I don't know if this is a button I would necessarily use all the time, and I don't know how excited I get about this shape being in here. I don't think it's very iconic. And I don't think it's that useful or unuseful. Is this good or evil? No individual gear is iconic? Metal Gear. Got you there, motherfucker. You bet you didn't think about that. My head is full of gears turning. I guess we do have a lot of gears in our society. I guess... Actually, I'm gonna say that gears are unvirtuous because of what's happened to our world since the Industrial Revolution. So we're just gonna put them all the way back here. We're just gonna make it really small. The machinery of capital. We're all gonna go back. It's gonna be back here. What button did I just press? Don't do that. I don't know what that does. Shit, wrong button. Anyway, I feel like a gear in the machine of capitalism. Jinx. Yeah, jinx. I'll believe that. I'll believe that's a real jinx. We have so many more shapes to go, folks. Actually, not that many. Hey, remember when someone asked for a soccer ball earlier? Here it is. Now listen, I get why, like, a soccer ball needs to have these six-sided shapes, right? But again, this is bad for modeling. This would be way better if you, like, whoa, what did I just do? Don't press that button. Ignore the button I just pressed. But it is an iconic and useful shape, I suppose. For everyday life. This is an iconic shape, this kind of geodesic sphere. In the virtual world, this shape has way less usefulness than you might think. This is a very useless shape. This is the most British shape. Back there was synth. No, I'm kidding. Like, choo. I say it gets to chill out with the collection over here. I think this is more useful than this sphere, but not by much. Just because you could play soccer with it, or football, I mean. And I think that makes it more iconic. I don't think it changes its virtuosity, though. And that is all the shapes in this dropdown. Welcome to this dropdown, which, to be honest, I don't really... This is a super shape. To me, this is just a very scary sphere. You know? Like, I don't know why this is called a super shape. It's just a sphere. This is just a sphere with more faces. I don't like this one. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It goes back here. Bye. Back. It goes in the back. Look, when it's far away, it just looks like you can't even see it because of how many faces it has. Punish sphere, yeah. Yeah, check this out. Spherical harmonics looks the same. I don't know what the difference is between this and the sphere that we just looked at, besides the fact that you can't even see the single point that's at the top of it. To me, that looks like it's the same space. I don't know what this shape is. Oh my god, what are all these buttons? To be honest, I have never pressed these buttons before in my life. Numbers? What are these? Ultra 15? Ultra mirror? What is that? This is going in not iconic. I don't know how useful this is, but it scares me. So it's going back there with its friend. Do ultra spheres have friends? I don't know. But it's going back there. They scare me. They scare me. I don't know what that is. What are all these buttons? I've never used this shape before in my life, so I don't know what they do. But it has, like, harmonics scales. Ugh. Ugh. And an ultra shape, which is just that motherfucker. Again, it's the same thing 3 times. And, okay, yeah, you can make it an egg. But, okay, yeah, okay, I can change it, I can make it. You wanna know how else I can make an egg? I could just do that. I could just do that. Oh, you want it to have more polygons? Bam. More faces. Done. Done. That's easy. Look at how easy that is. Look. I could do it again. Look. Shroop. Oh, you want it to be egg-shaped? Okay. Look at how easy that is. No, super shapes could do more stuff. I am scared of them. I'm scared of them. I don't know what these buttons do. What do these buttons do? What's an ultra mirror? That's, I swear to God, a thing from Pokemon. I swear to God, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they have ultra mirrors. I swear to God. Anyway, I don't trust them. They go in the bin. They go back. I don't know how useful they are. They are scary. I don't like them. They go back here. They go back here. They go back here. Look at them. They're just gonna hover back there. Scary. Hey, numbers. Super shapes can make cubes. You want to know how else you can make a cube? You can press the cube button. I know it probably has a purpose. It probably has a real purpose, but I'm scared of them. I'm scared of them. I don't like them. They go back there. It's making a face right now, actually. It kind of looks like it's going like, oh, like, oh, like, ooh, you know? Am I running out of shapes? Here is a default shape. 3D type. I don't think it's very iconic. I think it's pretty useful. I don't know. I don't know if this counts. It is a shape you can make. You can make it you can use any font you have installed, which is fun. Which means I can make it look like this. Come on, up to the front with you. Come on, don't be scared. I can make it look like this. Oh, see ya, Arby. So I think it goes up here. Here's spherical harmonics. Numbers, can you post this in the Discord? Because I'm not gonna remember to click. I'm not even gonna be able to look at these. Oh, what the fuck is this? I'm showing this image on stream, actually. Hold on. This scares me. What the fuck is this? Hold on, stop the music. Stop the music. Stop the music. What's this? What's this? Hey, mathematicians. What are you up to, buds? What's this? Pride spheres? I don't know. Are these that one is a pride sphere up there. The rest of these, I don't know. These ones are just, this one's just a face. That one right there? I don't know if you guys can see my mouse. It's like drum vibrations, but on a sphere surface. I'm scared of them, and they're gonna stay in the back corner. I'm sure they're useful. I'll move them up. Look, they're up. They're up behind the cable too. But they're scary, and I don't like them. Balding sphere. Get its ass. Okay, we have one more default button. And then I need to start getting ready for a party. There's technically more shapes, but these shapes, like this is a NURBS shape. This isn't real in the same way that this is real. I don't know how to describe the difference between a NURBS and it's like, if you're familiar with 3D if you're familiar with working with digital images, a NURBS is kind of like, is closer to a vector and a normal polygonal object is closer to a raster image, even though both of these are mathematically based, right? Both of these are like vector objects. These are less real. Some people use them for all their modeling. I'm scared of those people. You could do weird things with them. They're strange. It's, a what? NURBS, a NURBS. They're weird and I don't use them. But they are used. I just don't know where. You can also like, make lines. I don't know if this counts as a shape though, to be honest with you. So, and then the last shape is just, we could import any, vector image in SVG, and it will, become a 3D model in front of our very eyes. Is Kirby made of NURBS? Nerby? People bullies give people nerves on the like. I walk up to you on the playground, I'm your playground bully, and I give you this. I say, fuck you. Oh, here's something interesting about NURBS. This cone doesn't have a foot. That's not what it's called. Hello? I don't know what my brain's on. We're looking at, we're running out of shapes to click on. Oh, damn it, you know what we could have done? There's a bunch of default shapes that, like, I never use. But they exist. I think smooth-shaped semi-auto handgun is evil, useless, and not not iconic. I think that most people that learn Maya don't know that these exist. Or at least the people that learn Maya at my school don't know that these exist. Whoa, wait a second, what are these? I'm learning new buttons this program is insane. There's buttons in here that I don't know. For example, here's our scale at 3 different angles. 4 different angles, actually. As you can see, nothing is actually right. This is the part of the show where I finally unlock my camera and I let us rotate around. So here we go. This is what the scale actually ended up looking like. Let me save this before I do anything else. Oh no. Oh no. This is not right. But I think it's cool. I think this right here conveys nothing. I think this is a nothing moment. I think that this image is going on my Twitter. Right? That. Yeah, I think this is good. Anyway. Thank you for coming out to Warp Zone today. We're gonna transition back to the main cable scene. Like we always do, because I love to do that. Hold on. We're gonna press a button. Are you ready? Is this what this is what the solar system is like, yeah. Oh, hey, you want to see something crazy you could do? If I select all the vertices and then I extrude them out, it makes it spiky. Check that shit out. Okay, anyway, here we go. Immediately! You immediately do it before you can even see it. Anyway. I need to be careful. One of the songs in this ending playlist got copyright claimed. And I don't remember which one Ow, why is this so loud all of a sudden? I hope you guys could hear the music. I need to rebalance this a bit. Okay, so one of the songs in this ending playlist is not good. I think this one's safe. Yeah, this one's safe. Okay. Anyway, thank you for coming out to the Warp Zone today. Bit of a shorter stream than what I normally do. We will be returning to Grim Fandango next week, and then after that, I will be on a short break, and then after that, we're going to be having a modified Summer Warp Zone. And then after that, I will presumably have Warp Zone 2. I'll make a sequel, there will be microtransactions, and a campaign mode. So look forward to that. Should have saved that announcement for, Star Value. Are you reading that? That is the, what you're seeing is, what happens when you do cyber exclamation point wish is, it generates a number, and then depending on the value of that number, either nothing happens, you get a star that flies by, you get a star that hits my house, and rattles all my windows, or you get an item. And that item is randomly generated from a list of 3D models and materials. And then that gets saved out to an external text file, which I will eventually use. Not yet, though. Anyway, this has been Warp Zone. Thank you for watching. Today, I believe there will be more SIP-themed shows to correspond with our friend Draza. Dear Draza, to celebrate birthday wishes and whatnot. Have a good day. And I'll see you soon. Stop pressing buttons, because I don't know what my stream delay is, and I don't want to cut myself off. So, here's the test. Have a good one. Oh, you! I was about to hit the end street button. Now I have to wait another couple seconds so you can see the item that you got. Okay. God damn it. Okay, let me know when you see the teapot. Collecting teapots. I wish I knew what my stream delay was. I don't know what it is. I think it's like 30 seconds, which is awful. It's a good thing the song goes so hard. You saw it a bit ago? Okay, we're good then. Bye!